We wanted a burning house. We didn't want to just do isolated shots of fire and then a smoking house from an exterior and some hoses. We wanted to really see a room being destroyed. And so we started brainstorming about this inferno, and we thought, well, how are we going to do this? You know, can we build a set and light it on fire? And it's like, okay, that's too expensive. You know, maybe, you know, Greg doesn't like his apartment very much. We'll just light his apartment on fire. So we thought, okay, here's what we'll do. We got to figure out, what does fire look like exactly? So I got on the phone, you know, after we came up with this idea with my VFX art director, Jaffe Riddle, and we basically made this gigantic list of every attribute of fire. What does it look like and what does it do? You know, it blackens the ceiling and the walls, it fills up the room with smoke, it casts light on objects, it casts specular reflections on objects, it causes heat distortion, all of these different things. And we had this gigantic list of, you know, 20 or 30 line items, and we just said, okay, we're going to go down this list and we're going to figure out a way to implement every one of these things and light Greg's living room on fire virtually.
Now you want a blower?
We had a 10-day post schedule from wrapping the shoot to delivering a 4K master output that was color graded, sound design and music and everything. And it was one of the toughest post schedules I've ever had. And we were working with files that were gigantic. It was 38 megs a frame for a DPX and 75 megs a frame for a TIFF. For a 4K compositing pipeline, Nuke is really a fantastic tool. I mean, it's built from the ground up as a film compositor. And for something as complicated as this in terms of the integration of the fire, doing this in a layer-based compositing program like After Effects would have been almost impossible. We had node graphs with, you know, over 1,000 nodes for a single shot. At 4K resolution, we had almost 600 gigabytes of assets flowing into the composite. And to render the 3 shots, or the 3 segments of this one shot of the burning inferno, was about 24 hours of render time. So it's about 8 hours per section on a 12-core Mac Pro.
So you still have to so far back?
Trigger.
Yeah.
It's further than that.
Redo it? Yeah. We got a motion control slider. And we set it up on, I think, some stacks of books and an equipment case. We didn't really have any grip equipment.
Very glamorous.
Yeah, it was very glamorous. And we basically decided in 4 passes we could film his living room and make it look like it's on fire. So the idea of the motion control slider is we can do this linear camera move and then we can repeat it. And so we did the move once, just in the room, no lighting. It was just all natural light from the windows. And then we filled up the room with smoke. Let it really settle so it wouldn't dissipate too much. And then we did the move again. And in post, we registered these exactly so we could dynamically control the amount of smoke in any section of the shot, because we had these 2 camera moves that would just fit like a glove. And then we did 2 more passes. We added in some lights, and we just put them right in frame, but we got great reflection off the floor from these lights, and we shone them facing to do front lighting, to light up the back of the room, and we did a pass, and then we faced them towards camera to do backlighting. And we could then combine these things, so depending on where we would place our fire element in Nuke, it would activate either the front lit or the backlit pass, and we'd get either a specular reflection or a light cast. And so we had completely real illumination from every piece of fire. So in the shot of the living room burning, we have 4 live action layers for the room. We have a regular pass with no smoke, we have a smoke pass, and then we have a backlit pass with, you know, red lighting, and a frontlit pass with red lighting. Those get combined together. We add in our fire elements, and depending on where the fire element is in the shot, and depending on how much it's flickering, it will activate the background layer, basically casting light anywhere where it's placed. Then that fire has an associated smoke element. It has an associated spark element. It also has embers that we mapped onto geometry for the ground. They're real fire embers though, so again, no CGI. No smoke simulations at all.